So, we're back in this base. Scale of rockets, especially, yeah. Scale of rockets is ridiculous. How's my hard drive space? Plenty. For now. Back up to 160 gigabytes free. I think we can manage one recording. So, we got a backup of copper trains here again. Which is kind of annoying. So a few things I did in between last time and now. I actually expanded this in preparation. Factorio, how you doing? It's nice and cool today. It was nice and it was cool but humid. I expanded this out. I also removed the. You can actually see the steel line has gone from here. The two lines here come in and merge for the transfer over. It's still ridiculous. It's crazy no matter which way you put it. I expanded this so it's all double track or full track all the way down and go straight into steel. And I'm actually thinking steel might be a good candidate for doubling up. Yeah. What is it in? So multiply it by. Yeah, multiply it by 3,600 kilometers an hour. It's crazy. What is it? This is also. It's over Mark 1, isn't it? Yeah. Concorde was certainly doesn't see 500 meters a second as a big number until you realize it's per second, not per hour. Yeah, 500 meters per second is you're multiplying by 3,600 is your 500 kilometers an hour. So you take so upgrading steel is actually not a trivial exercise. It's not a trivial pursuit on account of the fact that that needs upgrading, which means doing plastic and copper. I was hoping I could do a nice easy thing. You know what's nice and easy? I know it's nice and easy. It's not doing it in the at all and grabbing the book of outposts, sliding that there, out there, there, or there. I think there will do. Nuking everything is easy. Nuking everything is pretty easy as well. So is outposting compared to doing anything else. Has anyone tried out the new and improved rail blueprints as well that we did last time? They should be ready for prime time. The new and improved ML segments. There it is. You haven't tried it yet? One job. One job. A V5? I think it's a V4. Well, admittedly, it's not actually. I think it's only. I think that's still actually a V1. The main lines, but I decided that for the sake of consistency, I'd call it a V4. You can just skip a few versions. That way, everything's the same version number. You can make it the same version number as the game. This is the way to build outposts now, entirely remotely, using the power of spiders. It's not weird at all, is it? Using by the power of the spider, shall build an outpost. V9, what V9? Because apparently that's confusing against Windows 98 and 95. I think that's specious. That's not right. Fine outpost. Blank is what I want. Want a blank. be 1 million. It always felt like they just wanted to be like Apple and go the whole 10 thing. I mean, it's literally the same thing that that Apple did. Because they're like, OS 10, OS X, it's the last version we'll make. Just for Windows 9. That really doesn't surprise me with programmers. Oh, do you not have combinators? That's mildly inconvenient. Stone outpost. Fine outpost. That means I'm gonna have to get in a train and go over there. Look at that. That circuit build's so depressed. It doesn't have any supplies. God damn it! I thought I got in. Whee! Don't leave without me. Okay, now you can go. It's just sad, isn't it? Like, look at it. It's just itching for copper, but it's just not getting the iron it wants. Look, it's just... the belts are empty. Just sad. I want to connect into that one too. I mean, admittedly... oh, that one's loading. I save an iron outpost? Not really. Well, that can be rectum fried by doing that. Oh. Oh, we're gonna play this game now, do we? Negative latency. I don't understand how that's happening. I've never seen that before. I'm sure I did some other ones like those. Can't but notice the UPS is dipping. Get rid of that. Well, I'm gonna be there anyway. Grab that. There. Oh wait, grab this here. Make sure I lash onto that. There, get rid of you. Something like that. To no response. They're probably just as confused and baffled and unknowing. Heal and... oh, no. How about now? Admittedly, there was, Iron outpost. Yeah, there's a ton of trains. It has a bit of a think. Has a bit of a think when I place it down, open it up. Oop, wrong one. When this is... So now this is done, what I'll do is I'll recapture the whole thing. Then we'll have an actual iron outpost. There we go. Slots in there. I think that's it this time. Off by a tile. Of course it is. Of course it's off by a tile. There we go. So now we have an actual iron outpost blueprint. Ready to go. Actually kind of tempted to do a little bit of the old red alert, but eh. Oh, something's not right with that. Auto save. And packet error. It's probably something dumb in its thing. Look who decides to show. Oh, I meant the train there. Raybon, how you doing? Yeah, I was like, look who decides to show up, and then Raybon's here. I was like, nah, that's not quite what I meant. You go around there. Let the train do its thing. Oop. You. It's 1.1k. I can get around that. You also have a ton of bots in you. We can fix this too. How did I get a bunch of miners as well? Thank you. Saying good night to that thing. That headache. Aha. And hello, honk. Alright, you're happy building yourself. Very good. I probably should also build some roboports around the back and such, just to make sure I maximize my coverage. Because that's a good idea. That's one of those things that you would nominally call a good idea. I probably won't get coverage in the center, but that's fine. You had a headache, was up till 2 a.m. because of it. Room was also way too hot. So I slept on the couch. Hmm. See, that's not doing anything at the minute. Doesn't really have anything though. The outpost just feels slow, really. More worker robot speed, I say. Also, how is this going? It's only doing 6 at the minute. This is problematic. Yeah, see, it's just inconsistent. Speed module? They are speed moduled. I think from memory it was steel that was a problem. It was a problem for. Yeah, it's almost out again. I mean, in the case of most outposts, they should be speed moduled. Where was the one I was looking at? That one? Yeah, it's speed moduled. The one I just built should be speed moduled as well. The parts that are built is speed moduled. I actually plugged in, damn it. That would help a lot. Oh, bugger. Blah blah. Okay. Plugs in there. It gets 1 train load worth. In that case, I need to recapture this again. Because of course, it's missing something. See if that's... Oh, I was hoping I could rotate it and change it that way, but nope. Nope. There we go. Why not? Technically, you're not wrong. Technically. Whee, look at them go. I love this junction. AK, how you doing? How's that doing? It appears to be absorbing nicely. There's actually an argument that shouldn't actually have the chest there. I remember making a while ago. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to update these to the double insert arrangement. Yeet. Spidey. Come down here. Please don't break anything lately? No, not as such. We actually made stuff good. I mean, admittedly, we're down to 45 UPS. There's a thought, actually. Save that. Hello, sir. Hello. Hi. Let's save that. Oh, is that a third? That is a third bank running. We're catching up on purples by the looks of it, then. Sort of. I mean, it's at least going back up to 8,000. It's out of steel again, anyway. I mean, fundamentally, we still have an iron supply problem. Alright, where are we going to park this one? Oil... Outpost, coal outpost, copper outpost, outpost blank. Outpost blank sickles. I don't want to face it like that. I want to try and face it away. There. That'll do. And once the spider builds it, I can come in and build the combinators, because I've got those on me. Probably the rest of the stuff too. You're late? Yeah, I know you're late. Hi. That doesn't matter. You're here now. Very late, actually. Admittedly, I started late too. want the pokey doodle. Prefer to get wrecked. Wake up right before stream, but sent downstairs, watch some TV. Need dinner. You're like all nocturnal or something. Veldeck 1? That's concerning. Kiwi, so... yeah, you got a good point there. Do make a persuasive point. I can't argue with. Right, you... Come this way. Amadon, how you doing? Greetings. Stop using his shield. Alright, let's build the thing with the stuff and the junk. We're missing a roboport, which is kind of a problem. What we doing? We're just building some outposts at the minute, because I really don't want to do the steel thing again. It's basically just me avoiding doing the thing that I've been saying that I need to do for quite some time now. Hey, Darkbait Kids with the host. Oh, we've got a train anyway. Nothing's gonna happen though. Yeet. Yeet. Sorry. There's a nice big one. Something that I haven't done, and I really should do, is add substations to outposts. To the outpost orders. It would make life so much easier. Hey, look at Media. How you doing as well? Sneak more features. Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm actually, like, I'm sleepy as always, but right now I'm not that sleepy. Possibly because I've had more caffeine today. Possibly. Going well? Excellent. I'm thinking should also start doing some community maps. But I need to get a server sorted out. Inventory of the armor? Sure can. There it is right there. It's fairly basic. It's a little bit. It's more about moving around fast than anything particular. When did they do the graphics for the legs and the reactors as well? I don't remember them looking like that. Or have I just not been paying attention? It's entirely possible that I haven't been paying attention. A lot of many hours spent in, did I actually still say Mr. Fusion? I think it does. It does. Can't quite tell from there. It's not very clear. So just waiting for the supply train to come now. This one's starting to really get going. Rebays and yeah, because roboports, they actually roboports are 4 by 1 megawatts. Sorry, 3.5. It's 4 by 1 megawatt for robot charging, 3.5 megawatts total. So the two of them collectively is 6 megawatts, which is it's actually a lot of power. It's difficult to support more than like 1 or 2 roboports without cheating a little bit. Alright, you. I'm gonna need some of them, please. And you're gonna do stuff and junk. Yeah, I have a sneaky little mod that changes the reactors to 2.5 megawatts. That's actually how I'm able. That's why you never see the robots two roboports charge. I need to lower it down. It's a little too high. Well, I can't complain though. I tried with 7 batteries and 4 roboport. Build 4 out of 5 rail. Add a battery. Just no matter what you do, you just always run out of batteries. I lost the battle on that one, unfortunately. There was a time a while ago. I pushed really hard to get the reactors buffed. Didn't happen. Managed to get the solar panels buffed though. These used to be only 10. Managed to get them up to 30. They're originally going to be 45. So I'm happy about that. We're just so bad. Yeah, it actually made early solar reasonable. I don't think anyone really calculated it out. Yes. The only downside to the 2 is your construction grid. Like, I found 2 was a pretty good, for when you haven't modded these to give more output. These, 2 of these are pretty good. They're pretty good. Can't really go. Mr. Hackett with the 42 months. How you doing? Thank you very much. Show some love. Super special love and hype and honk in chat for Mr. Bucket with the 42 months. That is... What's scary is that that's 6 months away from the 48 month. It's halfway to 48 months. How you doing? Crazy, isn't it? Bucket was back there, all the way back there in the first streams. Or not just for there, because actually there's a few people here, like AK and Liquid Media was here as well for the first. But one of the original subscribers. Why is there an extra? Heard it here first. I mean, it's 6 months away, which is it's half a year away from 36 to 48. Does that make you happy? Stupid Kiwi bird. Yeah, go get honked. This is an echo now from all these things honking. Also, how's this looking? Hey, it's actually sustained finally. It's not having hiccups. I guess me building more RAN outposts generally helps things along in that regard. Also, sending more bots in helps too. First stream I opened for Cyberpunk 2077. There was someone doing they were able to stream it pre-launch, like official launch. If you like, they were ready to start like 2 or 3 hours before or something, and they were looking at their inventory and they were looking at a studded dildo. Daske Angru. That's a lot of consonants. How you doing? Hi. I am way too tired to interpret that many consonants. It's also a and dark blue as well. Oh, why 27 is not for the kids? It ain't. Don't mind me. I'm just complaining about dark mode and Twitch's choice of primary choice of not primary colors. Sorry, CGA colors for whatever reason. I mean, and this studded dildo that he found too. It wasn't like this thing had full on sharp spikes on it, and they were not insignificant in size too. That thing looked uncomfortable. Oh, 800. Oh, and you can't really summon more trains. Hmm. There's any different part. Oh, you're feeding me stuff. Very good bots. Yeah, this thing inserts directly from a train, but if it because it's getting it direct from the inserter, and it's not sending it here, they're out of one. They're actually all busy. I mean, there's 6 of the damn things, and they're all busy. Oh, hello. Oh. 7.1, 4.2. It's close to being dead right there. Clothing gear, exiting an NPC and having no gear on. It seems like a bit of an issue. Righty. Yeah. I mean, I'm putting way too much effort into a spent outpost at this point. What is essentially a spent outpost? Burp. 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 I mean, I just got to get that 11,000 and 3,000, whatever that is, 14,000. Yeah, I said 4,700. Sure, whatever. It's 4,700 now. This old style one actually requests it actually requests them in, but the whole thing has to be built, so it can't grab directly. Infinite money. Oh, that also doesn't surprise me. I'm guessing it's a trade thing. It's always trade stuff when it comes to when it's infinite. If it's infinite money, it's always trading stuff. A trading loop. I like those. Trade loop, cool. It had to be a trade loop. I think I went a little overboard with the roboports. What? Oh. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. That means this one's probably afflicted by it too. Sell to vendor trash for 4,000, exit, enter again, buy back for 5. It shouldn't be that direct to do that. Whereas all the people complaining about the glitches and never played Skyrim. Yeah, it's funny because like Skyrim's old enough that there are people who legitimately never played it and probably have no interest in playing an old game like what is essentially an old game like Skyrim. One item, you know, that happened on? Like you actually never played. That's kind of sad. Alright, you just need speed module. Yeah, I thought so. Oh no, there, you're not got power. I'd have to crush it in. Need the money? It's normally, doesn't it go on sale for like $7? But it does. What's amazing is it doesn't even have, oh no, it actually did it. Let's have a look, actually. SteamDB, tell me what you know. Skyrim. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Let's see, Special Edition. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Regular Edition. Australian dollary do. The lowest is $20, 67% discount. 67% discount on Tuesday, the 4th of August. November 25th, 60% discount for $23. Thursday, June 18, 60% off, $24. That's just special edition though. The actual game. Let's see the actual game. It for the entirety of this year is set at $30. Chair just arrived. Got to assemble it and get rid of the old junk. So good getting a new chair, isn't it? 4 hours in Skyrim. Ooh, not trying hard enough apparently. Oh, that's right. I did say I wanted to do a Skyrim run. I haven't played it in ages. Last play. Skyrim, 280 hours. Last played November 2017. Special edition, never installed. Wonder why that is. What do you got there? What that is? Skyrim is unlisted from the Steam store or will not appear in search. Oh, is that the regular yeah, probably the regular version. I think in terms of glitches, Oblivion still wins out because there's more, because it's easier to trigger, only because it's easier to trigger the physics bugs. Because they're more sensitive to frame rate than in Skyrim. It's the only reason. Otherwise, it would would probably go to Skyrim. Yeah, modding is weird in all Elder Scrolls games, really. Weird in all of them. Alright. Okay, input. Hey, what? Yeah, I don't know why it pays it out. Like, there is a difference in payout, but the way it pays it out is inconsistent. Very inconsistent. The way it deals it. Down to now 10k and through 3k 7. Yeah, just chalk it up to cheating mod. That'll do it. tempted. I'm actually tempted to go back to base and just fill my inventory with bots and start distributing. Out of 3. Good. Go back to base and fix steel. Well, yeah, I mean, you could do that. There's also that outpost there I could be doing. In fact, summon Le Spidey Pants and send him over there. And the Spidey can fix that. I mean, I need to increase the supply of iron currently. What the... Sure. Should, not good. Yeah, you had to... Okay. You don't have power also. Honk. Quack, 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 quack. I could also start demolishing some of these. Actually, looks like trains are waiting. Oh yeah, I needed to do that too, didn't I? Forgot about that part. Kneading the dough. Surely, that's what you meant. I think the silos have also all more or less backed up. Yeah, see, they're all backed up to the point where they're waiting. We're actually backed up on space science. I think it's all purple. It's demand, yeah, all purple. Swedish hink means bucket. Ooh, nice, got an emo. Koalas have very thick fur. There you go. If you didn't know that, they have very thick fur. Seen that one already? You also never would expect them to be strong swimmers, but there you go. uh, uh, Re-going to you, apparently. That's probably one of them. Yep. Just like, what was it? The number one predator of a moose is... I was going to say otters, but it's one of those other things that swim up there. Manatees or something. Is it manatees? Or narwhals or something. We should add more steel for purple, but make it so it goes past hold. Well, the problem with steel is this whole half and half crap. I mean, I kind of solved the problem by throwing more trains at the problem, so that the trains just clog up the half builds. I mean, the other solution would be to A and B them, A and B switch. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I yanked from the wrong one. Just time, really. Yeah, how about that? Make stuff faster now. Faster than you ever could make stuff before. Unity versus their policy? Well, I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised people have been streaming it. Let's have a look. Kind of curious now. Is it Twitch support or is it their Twitch support or Twitch account? Trouble is that you get more out of Twitch support than you do to the main Twitch account. Computer rounds relates to the rules and its community guidelines to their games to show some sexual content as long as it's not the focus of their gameplay. Yeah, it's the policy's really wishy-washy. Oh yeah, there's also, I don't know if anyone saw it, there's this thing too. Apparently Clay did a picture for Adra, which is really nice. It looks like a D&D thing. Looks really cool. And cats, yes. Adra and her cats. Make it their core gameplay element. Yeah, and what you could do is call it House Party. And then that would land really well. I believe a few YouTubers had their places raided over that game, from what I heard. Like cops come round and everything. Starter still doing? Good question. How is it? Oh, I think it's... Oh no, it's 4.1 still. It's not actually pulling anything from there though. Amazing. Where's it getting steel from? Like, where is this request for steel? Just curious where they're pulling the steel from. I think they're actually... Because the bots... Because it's easy for the bots to bring steel from way up there. They bring steel from way up there instead of over here. Yeah, they're bringing it from up top instead of down here. So this steel never does anything. You know what I can do? Flood the system with steel? Sure, why not? Where's the thingy? This, definitely isn't going to go horribly wrong. If it does, we know who to blame. Maybe we can finally get this thing used up as well. Oh, yeah, it'll be, stuff in storage chests. That's a good point. Well, it'll all be in storage chests in a minute. Here they come. Oh, and they're also taking on iron plate. Same, Huffney? Sure, that seems reasonable. Apparently are we still dumping? Or is it just that delayed? Or have I broken something? I've broken it to the point where... Probably not. Oh. We're also down to 41 UPS. That's troubling. Slightly troubling. It's a nice fish. We've been filling it up nicely. Twitter is tagged. Boop. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, a bit late now. It's already after 9. We're already halfway through. This is why I don't have... it's why I've got the Meebot to do the Discord announcement, because too lazy to do it now. Hey, the thing's done. And it's doing 40 gigawatts out of 54, but the 54 is not the actual. 2, 3, 8, 9. So it can do 54 gigawatts. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds wrong. Because the turbine should be overcommitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You remember there was an episode of The Simpsons, and it was like this guy can multiply any two numbers in his head faster than anyone else in the world. Ooh. 5 times 9, 45. Wow. That's amazing. And so in that really long-winded anecdote, that is how you should always know that 5 nines is 45. It's because The Simpsons did it. One million solar panels. I mean, what were they? They were 60. So therefore, divided by 1,000 to bring it down to kilowatts. Wait, no. Yeah, that's right. I mean, as near as makes no difference. If I carried the units right, that's 750,000. Leaked Intel Rocket Lake 11 Gen 14 plus 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 plus. Apparently that node still is. Yes, it's a happy node. It's getting the job done. It's trying its best. It's trying its best, damn it. Well, the real question actually is, can I dump these bots? Answer is assuredly yes. 1219, I think 1219 will do it. So 750,000 multiplied by 9. There's 6.75 million tiles. Which is... 6,500 chunks, if I did that right. $800? $1,100? There we go. Yep. Why I hear rockets being launched? Is good. Thus is good. Trains 2. These are starting to really pick up. I mean, it bothers me that this thing's idle. Holding 700. Can do better than that. What's amazing is that this, while having so many bots, still isn't enough. Uh-oh. Rocket Lake is 8 core, 16 thread CPU with 5.3 single 4.8 core boost. Beating the R9. I mean, it's a little architecture to good, isn't it? Like, even though it's still... Well, I'm actually kind of curious how the different nodes compare. Because, like, we've been through the discussion before that even though they say, like, it's... you know, 14 nanometer, 10 nanometer and all that, is it actually? And I've never gotten a definitive answer on that. Like, what's the... Yeah. FR 1 million solar, 300 megabytes. Solar. Before you know it, you'll be gambling all of them at once. Reach a point where you just use all of them all the time. I think I got a little overzealous deleting the wires. Amazingly still only 2. It's give it some more charging. More charging the merrier. Get out there too. There. If you can manage it. There's a point where you need a bailout. It's how I get people, is I have to give them bailouts. They could be collecting a lot more. Wait, where am I going? What am I doing? Where am I going? I think I gave... Did I give you a bailout? I don't remember. No, or did you accumulate... You might have accumulated those naturally. I think I gave Velnik a bailout. Yeah, I think AKs were collected from when I originally started the bot, listening in the background before I actually used it for anything. Dare I bump these? Oh, 1 million. 14 plus plus was 37.2. 10 nanometer is 100 million. Okay. Yeah, so the 10 nanometer plus is still effectively 10 nanometer. 14 nanometer, sorry. 14 plus is still 14. Hard to tell because, yeah, they're trying to play it. There is a little bit of playing it down because of the difference there. Jeez, where? What 42? Now still looking? Still is getting some more deliveries, but it's still a bit half and half. Bit of a ham sandwich at the minute. those bots. I don't mind. Alright, I need to go back over there now. Just get some more, just optimize a little bit more iron supply. Ooh. 40. I think we need some more. Are you iron or copper? Copper. I think another 10 iron trains could probably be called for. An ore gate? An ore gate? So request if half the chests are empty. Do you mean? 5, 8, 9, 10. Right, that'll take a while. That was A to 60 million. They're sort of their weird one. Apparently it's working out for them, for the most part. Following. No one follows me on Twitter. I mean, in saying that, there is that thing there. What did I come here and do? Oh, that's right. Add more crap. Almost no one follows me on Twitter. I mean, it doesn't help that I don't really care. I just do a I'll just search through all the follows and look for the kiwi bird, and that'll lead me straight to you. Oh, they're both you. That explains a lot. 0 out of 2. Train builder spot only meant to fuel. Yeah, it was only really intended to fuel the shorter trains. It was never intended to take on the big ones. It doesn't really matter because once they do a full cycle, they'll get their fuel. I could have also taken the time to actually not untick the train fuel from from the blueprint. That would have been a good idea. Long way. Almost need a link across here. Track on the bottom two rows. Oh yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, there wasn't enough room for it to actually go anywhere. I think the bottom one's okay, but the very bottom one can't actually. It got too close to that. I don't remember if I rearranged it so that it didn't fit or what. Yeah. It's a minor issue. Just a minor issue. Hey, you're out. Oh, blue circuits. Admittedly, blue circuits is the entirely other problem. It's a fantastic junction, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, blue circuits is a problem of this thing not getting enough. Boundary. Clean, crashed and burned. That's one of the main reasons the FX series line failed. Oh, that's a name you don't hear very often, Global Foundries these days. Yep. Lucky the UPS is low. Hashtag new junction to disappoint. You got the kitty cat snuggles? There is an exclamation mark snug for snuggles, I guess. I guess snuggle is short for snuggles. If not, it probably is now. Subject, it's open to interpretation. That's another way of putting it. I think the point is that those CPUs were that way because the nodes, well, actually the CPUs were pretty terrible. Ryzen desktop. Oh, they actually do. Couldn't find it last time. Which one's the dodging skills? I don't remember. It doesn't. I mean, I'm incredibly forgetful when it comes to these kinds of things. I'm a steal right now. Some people. Some Kiwi birds around here. Stop before a train passes by. I don't think that was me. I mean, there was one of those. It was done by a different person. It was a fairly common clip on the YouTube. Preface it. One of the reasons. Eh, not wrong. You did actually preface it with one of the reasons. Those CPUs didn't have a whole lot going for them. I thought I... He coming through. Right, you're almost done. Where did you come from? How do I untick set? Train limit. And dodge another train. Which map did that happen on? Which game did that happen on? Then I might actually remember it. I mean, it's... Oh, unless it was... Was it on the... Mad Science map? Honk. I'm gonna have to tell the thing to get more crap too. It's squeaky sounds. I really don't remember it. I'm so bad at remembering these things. Hmm. Stereo honk. Honk 16. Eek! Living on the edge there. Just putting it out there, I don't think there are very many honks below honk 3. Wow, chicka wow wow. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Turn that on. Oh yeah, this Spidey's out here too now. The thick forest. Well, we're demolishing these trees now anyway. Tree go burr. I actually don't want to build that yet. What is this hist thing? Exclamation mark heist? H-E-I-S-T? Or do you mean hink? Exclamation mark H-I-N-K? This will default by the settings. There it is. Yeah, exclamation mark heist space, and then however many points you have to bet. If you don't have enough, it won't take. Exclamation mark points to find out how many you got. The heist doesn't actually give you any, like, in terms, it doesn't give you anything besides block currency. I'll just preface it by that. And you can't redeem it for anything. It's just fun to do, apparently. No, that's bad. Bad, wrong. Because that's actually a stone outpost. Now, where was I? Sorry, I missed the original questing. So this is a rail world setting, map, originally. The biters were, so rail world, being rail world, there's no expansion, but they were active. I actually disabled them a little while ago. Just because they started getting annoying. Like, I wasn't getting anything done because they were just constant raids. So I just used a command to turn them off. Or turn them on peaceful. Look at that. 77 hours and cleaned out. We're definitely launching some rockets. If you're wondering, that constant honking sound in the background is a flock of geese came in one day, and because they're attracted to pollution, yeah, I definitely didn't use commands at any point in time. Oh, that's right, I did actually save to do that. Let's see. False. Alright. So the baseline is we're sitting at. Oh well, actually, this is not really going to be much of a test because we're sitting at 48 UPS. Base is up and down through the forest. I mean, the cheating is a matter of opinion, really, isn't it? Matter of, what is cheating? Just redefine, is it cheating or is it just enabling a convenience? Is it, are we just moving the goalposts? If you catch the drift. Admittedly, I do try and stay reasonably pure to the intent of the game. This is meant to be a vanilla playthrough, as in, no, I, I, I already moved the goalposts on that one because I did want a few mods, non-gameplay changing mods. I don't know how it works. I don't think even the developers of the bot know how it works, in all honesty. If I was to give it a fair and unbiased assessment, I doubt they know. Probably actually just release them. You know what would be embarrassing is if I accidentally launched a train that that was missing a wagon or two. Ah, nuzzles. Launched a train. It's Streamlabs bot. You be bringing stuff. Is this a cut wire again? A case of the cut wire again? It better not be. Oh no, you're coming. Oh lordy, she's a coming. Bringing lots of junk too. It's straight black. I have to look. Like when I see the completely blank name, it's so black. It just absorbs all light. And I have to look at the bot because the bot changes it to purple, so I can actually see it. Otherwise, admittedly, the only mod that comes in with a short name that's completely illegible. Anyway, I'm gonna save that again because I really want to know. Really want to know what I'm not. Want to know? No. Oh no. Let's push that in there. Time usage. Artillery wagon. 102. Assembly machine should be the bulk of it. Boiler. Not insignificant. Boiler is not the turbines, the heat exchangers. Electric energy interface. I should get rid of it. Decider combinator. Decider combinator is actually starting to contribute a fair bit. Let's see, furnace is up there though. Generator. I'm actually losing a fair bit to nuclear. Wonder why. Why indeed? Should be. I mean, the name in game is reserved for oxygen not included. Turn all trains to automatic or manual on and off. There was a command. I don't know of any tool that does it specifically. There was a command. It's really tricky to do though. Turning them all to auto is easy. Turning them all to manual is problematic because they just coast and ignore signals. And so the trains all just crash into each other when you set them all to manual. Yeah, I do know of a command which did it. I don't know if I have it though. Yeah, it was a command that set them all to automatic. The only way to set them to manual would be to um, yeah, you'd have to set them to speed 0 at the same time you set them to manual. It does actually suck, that bot. Like, it is pretty terrible. It legitimately hasn't been, like, since Streamlabs bought it out, it hasn't been updated since it was bought out. Which is kind of terrible in its own right. Which one was it? This one. Perseverance smelting at the outpost. Before 1.1, it was hard to justify. I mean, it is a good idea to do, but it was hard to justify. After 1.1, with the train stop limits, it's a lot easier to do because it's easier to distribute your plate trains to all the different potential destinations, especially if you have a very distributed base. If you have a central base, it's easy. Like if you're unloading all the plate in one place, it's easy to do on-patch smelting. Whereas, yeah, previously it was a nightmare because you'd have some trains go to one place, some trains go to a different place, but the train stop limit thing makes it a breeze. But it is a good thing. Either way. You're built. Perfect. Set limit. You're still 0. Because apparently, this gets cut every time. And I'm too lazy to blueprint it. No? Yes, no? Oh! That'll do it. That'll do it. In that case... So wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. Am I? Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. That should now... No? No? Oh. Don't link back. Onto the poll. I should not be lazy and actually link the whole damn thing. Now, one of you is supposed to be coming up here, aren't you? Hello, one. Entity... Surface entities filtered. Yeah, you might not need to give... You might not need your name in it. Okay. Oh. Set limit 1. Okay. All happy. We're progressificating. Amazing. We're progressificating. Not 2 done. By some miracle, we managed to do 2. Tell you what, how about this? We just go there. Dark. Alright, because enter for... Oh, you penis. There's been a lot of darks. A dark moose apparently has been here, and a dark elf. Well, apparently you have 7,000 points right now. What's what? The what? I mean, it probably doesn't matter in the scheme of things. Alrighty. Over here. I mean, it has a few inserters over there. Eat. I feel like I'm in a train sandwich here. Honk more with a train honk with slang. Funny if you change it to a goose honk. I thought about doing that. I actually don't like that mod. It actually gets legitimately annoying after a while. Nice nuke pads. I'm proud of those. I'm fairly certain at least one of them is the remnants of a Spidertron as well. Yeets! That goes the train. Let's grab you. Oop. Oh, I don't want you. Grab you. Think it's safe. Let's turn these off. And you can go off. Can only store that now. No. That. 11 how simple the online stations are? Those were a collective effort. Coming up with those with your with the circuit switch thing. Although I believe that the circuit switch thing's actually no longer meta, which is a bit of a thing. But generally, the simpler the better. I'm confused now. What was Spellmaster? Yeah, it was in the middle of... Yeah, the problem was a train came in here before it was finished, and I didn't want a train to come in there before it was finished. Very rude. Very rude. I really shouldn't care about that, but for some reason I do. Why do you keep going up there? Seriously. Thing 4. Is your major malfunction? Oh. Build crap. Tell you what. There. Le penis. Have you not heard that word before? Hi, train. Le pee-pee. What was it? It was something Canadian. It was in Canada. There was a picture of something Canadian I saw, and it had English and then the French underneath it, and it was the same thing. In French, it was just the same thing. It just had le at the beginning and then a hyphen. Looking off screen. Oh, so that's the chat screen. That's this one over here is the actual game. Big Mac. Le Big Mac. Le French fries. Le... I'm in danger. Le PP. You're an unload. And you're unloaded, so you might as well go to there then. Le honk. You're French? We probably don't want to be making fun of that then. Actually, no, it's fine because we were talking about Canadian. Don't like actual. I only know this from someone from Mauritius. Talking with someone from Mauritius, but apparently, like the different French don't get along very well. So like the actual France French don't get along with the Canadian French, don't get along with the Mauritian French. Do I know a bad word in French? No, I don't. I did actually learn French at one point. But it was a really long time ago. I don't really remember it now. It was like a really brief thing though. Taking so long to send trains in. Le unacceptable. I think that was the only takeaway I got from it was that most French words, it's like English or Spanish with a le on the front. Don't remember a word. It's just like me when I did Chinese. First thing you learn other languages how to swear, except for Latin, then you learn how to do exorcism. Does anyone even do Latin anymore? There we go. There are streams of plates happening. Keeping the trains fed. Latin's amazing? Oh, many people say it's a dead language now. I mean, technically it isn't dead. Oh no, we're 3 out of 4 still. English is cool, keep it in French word that time to make rules and English. See, the thing that French have that English doesn't have is it's a more unified and concise language. I think there's a few things lacking here and there. But I was talking about this, was it last time? Canada, your Dutch neighbour, wanted to take German in high school, but was denied because Dutch and German are close. He would fly through the course. I don't even get an option for Dutch here. I think we could do Spanish. Yeah, I was saying that like English, because you have the English, and then you have the Dutch coming in and invading and bringing the Dutch in along, the the Dutch language in and integrating that, and then this isn't in chronological order. Then you have the French invading and occupying and applying French and mixing French into the English language at the time. Then you have the Italians coming along and invading and mixing in Italian and all that. Pretty much everyone's had a go. Yeah, pretty much everyone has had a go. Did the Flemish? I think the Flemish did as well. Dutch isn't really the same as German. Yeah, I mean, technically Flemish is French. as well. But yeah, everyone's had to go and invading England and integrate a little bit of their own language. So English is now just kind of this bastard mix of half of Europe. It's just like bastard child of half of the European languages. I'm supposed to be waiting for that, allegedly. Can't train. True for most things. It's not wrong. Arguably, like, uh, a lot of the mainland European I say that and then I stop because then I think of Poland, Serbia, Romania, those sorts of countries, and then I realize, and then it's like those countries are just constantly going backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Arguably, most of them are Prussian anyway. Most of those languages are basically Prussian. Prussia was the one invading everyone most of the time. They were where all the good military came from. The worst, yeah. Say feed me. They say I'm starving. Lerp. Yeah, Poland's done a lot of invading too. They've all been very busy. Oh, no you don't. Not on my watch. US independence and civil war? Oh, there's a dodgy one. Languages like Italian, Spanish, and French mostly derived from Latin English. Yeah, English is just this horrific mishmash of everything. Like it has a lot more diversity. That even Italian is pretty consistent. Probably at least it gets weird because once you get into more modern times, I train. Where are you going? Go there. Entry, I mean. Yeah, you can do a full lap. Come back around again. Limit 1. Because the rules make no sense. There's a ton of rules, and yeah, it's a weird one. Finnish or Icelandic? Finnish and Icelandic are weird. Finnish particularly is a weird one. I say that especially because I have the TTS set to Finnish. And every country, every English-speaking country has their own sort of unique spin on the dialect as well. The US especially, US English is sort of its own thing too because the US, we've been to war against many things. There was a, trying to do. Okay. There was this push in like the 1890s, I want to say, around there, 1880s, 1890s. There was this dude, I can't remember his name. He wanted to simplify the language. And so, like, it wasn't successful, but it still had an influence. So there was this simplified spelling. It was to eliminate a lot of the stupid rules that were in English. Hey, it's a ziggurat. Hi. There's your finish. Look, it's just complete gibberish. We don't finish anything around here. There you go. I did it. I went there. I did the pun. I did the pun. And you shall enjoy it. You shall enjoy the pun. Or you get that. Kiwi talk too fast. Okay, you say and people are confused. Oh my god, Kiwi speaks so fast. French native people don't know how to talk their own language. Words stop being words. Maoris are particularly bad at it. Oh, trying to understand something a Maori says, like, I hear English words, but none of them make any sense. It's insane. Arguably, even then, just regular New Zealanders, it's like that too. That's a lot of honks. There are a lot of rocket launchers. I'd say so. Standard fine. It varies as well where specifically. Languages are weird. Do not expect to be able to understand. From the movie. Movie boy, and you'll understand Kiwi just fine. How many hours do we have on this map? Good question. 200, only 261 hours on this one. I like how the processor just spins down. The CPU cooler spins down when I pause the game. Ziggurats local to here. Would you believe? Would you actually believe they are local? They live in Melbourne as well. And what were you doing? You were doing observer last. CPU stress testing when you just run this factory. I have worse factories than this. I mean, this one's running at 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Here's the thing, this is like the 5th time I've saved intending to do this, and I still haven't done it. 46, 50, 51. Has it actually stopped? Yes. See? It stops fine. Yeah, you actually... Well, I suppose technically isn't it up the road? Oh, no. It is down the road because relative to all these Northern Hemisphere rights, relative to normal, it would be like this. And then, yes, it would be down the road. It would be down the road because it would be like this. Go true. Hey, it works again. You realize that, you realize that's exactly the same command I've been trying to do for quite a while. And it was not having a pizza of it. So 45 to 50. So nuclear at 45 gigawatts is 5 UPS. Version glitch. Yeah, so you'd be used to be up the road. Yeah, probably version bugged. Would be the only explanation. But hey, look who's busy doing their mining. Solar a lot. I still have the calculator open. So it would be 6,591 chunks of just solar, not counting accumulators. Or six. Yeah, was it 6.75 million tiles, and it's 3/4 of a million solar panels. But if the UPS or technically it'd actually be worse because you'd have to expand a big chunk of the map to actually build it. So yeah, so you double that, basically take that number, double it for accumulators, so it'd be something like 850,000. What is it? 1415. I don't remember if it was 1415 was the accumulator or the 15 was the accumulators or the solar panels. Yeah, do 1415s of looks pretty zoomed out. There's max zoom out. Yeah, this has been a work since we started this when the game was launched, when 1.0 came out. This has been some doing. It's intended to do 8,000 science a minute, but it doesn't do a very good job of it. I mean, it usually manages 6. I think we have managed 8 a few times. Yeah, so we have actually managed 8. But see, it collapses back down. It seems to generally be able to do 6 now. Online friends always complain that you speak too fast. Well, that's not a choice thing, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it? Go in voice and say something, they'll be like, what'd you just say? When can we redeem push-ups? Those muscles need to work out. FE Solar. Yeah, there's an argument for FE Solar there. Because then the same thing as what makes that collapse? It's because, so fundamentally, I decided to make the intermediate trains 8 wagons long. And as it turns out, the way this base is designed is that each wagon is effectively 1,000 science a minute. And things like circus, that's fine. Things like coal and stone, that's a bit of a problem. Whole base off just one panel? Yeah, it takes a bit to do there. How much game? What's my total game time? It is 6,200 hours according to Steam. Where do you fit the trains in? Vertical station? I would probably have to rebuild the entire thing, all of the science builds, to 16 wide. It's like it would be a major, major undertaking. It wouldn't be a simple retrofit. Like we would have to demolish all of these and rebuild them as I mean this one can be redone as 16 quite easily because I believe these already output 16, so we just actually these would have to be vertical, wouldn't they? Yeah, these don't need to be rebuilt, but yeah, these all need to be rebuilt. This would need to be doubled. Yeah, not fun. I mean, realistic because of the bases, because of the way it's set up, the base is set up. I would have to basically nuke it anyway. So the idea of this base is it's a zero splitter base. If I actually, where is it? Production, buildings, split time, splitter all time. So total number of express splitters built 499. Total deconstructed 471. That's how few splitters we've used. There is actually still a few on the map, but yeah. It's interesting that there's a discrepancy in yellow splitters, so it means there's some yellow splitters somewhere. So yeah, we have not built more than 500 of any splitter. And the idea is, go with our splitters, they are massive UPS drains. So I have another base that only does 3,200. So just a bit over a third of this, and it runs at the same UPS. But it uses splitters everywhere. So yeah, the The outposts do the balancing there. The boss distribute it amongst the train. And then everything is kept wagon to wagon. Destroyed player show. It should come up under losses. Yeah, so each wagon then is committed to the same lane forever, all the way through the base. So yeah, these come through. Each lane gets its own row of smelting, and then it comes out. Actually, plate's probably easier. Yeah. Yeah, so 16 wagons, 16 belts come in. Goes into 16 lanes of smelting, 16 belts come out, and it gets split up into 2/8s. Gets out of sync. Or if it gets out of sync, basically you have to scrap the entire thing and start over. That's the problem with this thing. Yeah, and then your plate goes on from there, like circuits. The circuit trains actually combine the two. I wouldn't recommend. It's possible to do this. It has limitations, we'll say. No splitters. Each half built gets turned into circuits. So this 8 here comes in, comes down here, 8 circuits, into a train. The only downside is it's a bit gappy. It's more than a half belt and less than a full belt. It's annoying. It's not easy to deal with. Red circuit's much the same. Each lane gets turned into a belt of green circuits and then red circuits. Same deal. Where look, just change the steel to 16. The problem is it's going to take me like a month to fix it. Blue circuits. It's having a bit of a supply problem. Same deal, no splitters, and so on and so forth. Oil's a bit different. We strategically use little bot sandwiches. We use a mixture of belt and bot. So this is a little, is it a finish? I mean, it's after 10 o'clock. You know what time? You know what happens after 10 o'clock? Yeah, so we have little individual bot builds for all the plastic as well. Little concise things. And that's how you want to do oil. Oil comes in, plastic goes out. Oil in, plastic out. Down here, oil in, sulfur out. Kinda new to Factorio. Is there an easy way to make a train stop? And wait at a parking lot, waiting for a train stop where the unload is open again. To be closed when it is full and open when it is almost empty, but I don't want the train to stand there. A load waiting for it to open again. Okay, so what you want, I think I understand what you want. So what you want is when a station is just been unloaded to, you don't want a train going there, right? There is actually, this is a pretty typical thing, and there's some combinated trickery you can do where, and I actually use it extensively, where if there's any stoppers above average, it doesn't let trains in. Like this one won't accept another train until it goes below average. So yeah, this is 0-0 at the minute. Yeah, unfortunately I'm right near the end and there's not a non-trivial explanation. Plastic is coal in, plastic out, no fluid trains. Yeah, the new stop limit actually makes it really easy. It makes it much nicer, and there's less trains perping and derping. So what I do is this green wire carries the sum. This green wire here carries the sum of all unloads. That's where there's 500,000 in there. Going to midnight? No, we really can't. Can't go to midnight. And what you do is you take the chests. This combinator. All this combinator does is just feed through, so I can run it on both wires. And then we divide the average by how many stops there are. There's actually 14 unloads. So we take a mathematical average and then compare it against how many's in there. You can actually see it's going down now. When it goes below, L goes 1. Sends an L of 1. That's extra, yeah. It's a fairly long-winded explanation, unfortunately. It's almost like I should do an actual tutorial. That way, next time someone asks, I can just say, check this video out. Yeah. What you want is an averaging system. Anyway, I'm actually sweating now. Averaging the machine. Yeah, it's averaging. It's taking the sum of everything and then averaging it for each station. Yeah. See, this one's sitting at 1.2k right now. It's sitting 1.2k above. Try it out in test world. Alrighty. Probably love the new. Just crazy trying to use coal liquefaction to Megabase scale. I decided that coal liquefaction was not worth the payoff. It was too many pipes, so that's why I went oil instead of just straight coal. But I should actually try it one day and just do a no oil run. How about instead of doing steel, just to piss off Spellmaster, I changed this base to a no oil base. No crude oil base. We only use coal. I reckon that sounds good. Yeah. I'm trying to think, I think Nilos has a video, but it's better than outposting. I mean, the only downside is that coal is finite in theory. I mean, in practice, it is actually infinite. Yeah, Nilos has one, but I think it's like 40 minutes long though. Nilos is very comprehensive, but need oil to unlock the research for it though. Oh yeah, you still need to do the research. What I mean is that like a megabase which doesn't use. So when I say no oil run, I mean instead of using oil for the megabase production, I use the coal liquefaction. Common components. I have a video. I actually had a video prepared, and now I need to do it again because everything changed. About the common components and the problems you encountered. Do you mean there's actually two. Do you mean this one? This one was a pain in the ass. This one was mind numbing. I don't like this one anymore. This one's nice and simple. Mainly because it's fixed. Stop limit strike again, as always. Bye train. Yeah, this one. Admittedly, I was able to simplify this one. Every second bell empty. What was I looking at? I mean, this one. Or was it this one? Yeah, this one. That's because there's not a train at the other half. Yeah. One's full, one isn't. Again, comes back to the whole, I should have done the whole thing in 16 wagon completely. The other thing with coal liquefaction you can do is something called nuclefaction, where you use a nuclear reactor to power the steam production. Highly recommend it. It's hilarious. Trouble is, it's not terribly efficient. Anyway, I think that'll do for me, because I really need to go to bed. Also, I'm actually sweating now because it's so hot in here. So that'll do for me for now. Just to disappoint Spellmaster specific. In fact, before we stop, let's that, and then that, and then paste that, and cut that up. It's that time again. It is indeed. So, thank you very much for watching and hanging out.